Hello, I'm Tony Robinson. Welcome to Wrestling with the Big One. 2,000 years ago, Jesus of Nazareth was wrestling with the big spiritual issues of his day. He offered people solutions to the problems that they faced, and he did so by telling them stories. Over the next few weeks, we're going to be looking at some of those stories.
You haven't seen my 501s, have you?
Blakey!
No, I know I left them in here, and you're sitting on them.
I'm not sitting on them. Will you push off, please? I'm doing a TV show.
Hello. Look, will you get off my trousers?
I'm not on your trousers.
Ups a daisy. Thank you.
Well, no, thank you, Blakey.
What's it about, then?
What's what about?
This TV programme.
It's about the parables of Jesus.
Oh, wow. A Sunday morning programme about the parables. I can hardly wait. I bet I know how it'll start.
You do not?
I bet I do. You'll start by asking whether they have any relevance today, which is a load of cobblers, because you wouldn't be doing the programme unless you thought they had. Then the screen will go all wobbly, and you'll cut to some beautiful shot of Israel or Palestine or whatever it's called, looking like some swanky ad for the Middle East Tourist Board.
Blakey, you are so arrogant.
I'm not arrogant, I'm just honest. Did you nick them off the garage forecourt?
Can I get on now, please?
I'd turn over if I were you, mate. Scooby-Doo's on the other side. You'll be...
Push off, will you, Blakey? This is going to be a decent programme. Just leave them alone, all right? Lout. Just watch it. So, the parables of Jesus. Over the next few weeks, we're going to be asking if they have any relevance today.
Told ya.
Shut up! And whether they offer a template for how we might conduct our everyday lives. Today, we're going to be looking at the parable of the Good Samaritan.
It's wobbling.
It's not wobbling.
It's wobbling. It's definitely wobbling.
Blakey, that is not a wobble. That is a ripple effect. It's about 1,000,000 times more dramatic than a wobble. It's obvious.
That's a tenner, you owe. Oh, look, I told you, it's an advert, isn't it? Come to sunny Nazareth.
It's the Judean desert, actually.
Same thing.
This is the territory these stories were set in, Blakey. It's important.
Yeah, it's lovely. I bet we get some plinky-plonky music next.
What do you mean?
Oh, you know. Something a bit exotic. Bit of Fry's Turkish Delight. Oh, dead relevant, that is.
Now, look, that is the Jericho Road. That is the actual road Jesus was actually talking about in the Good Samaritan.
So when does the voiceover start?
What voiceover?
Some poncy actor reading a bit from the Bible in a posh voice. It'll be that bloke from Jewel in the Crown, I bet. Or the wet one from Jesus of Nazareth.
A certain man went down from Jerusalem to Jericho and fell among thieves,
That's 20 quid.
which stripped him of his raiment and wounded him and departed, leaving him half dead. And by chance there came a certain priest that way.
Boo, here come the baddies.
Shut up.
And when he saw him, he passed by on the other side. And likewise a Levite, when he was at the place, came and looked at him and passed by on the other side.
Yeah. Then the old Samaritan turned up, slung him on the back of the donkey and rescued him. Thank you and good night. Right, Scooby-Doo time now.
Hang on, we haven't sorted out what it means.
Of course we have. Religious guys are two-faced jerks. They can't even be bothered to give some poor punter a bit of first aid. I could have told you that. I don't need a flipping TV programme to explain it to me.
Just get that Levite back, will you?
Me? All right. Levite!
And the priest.
Oi! Vicar!
Now, let's have a look at you.
How did I get here?
It's my show, I can do what I like. You should wear a dress more often. Right then, ask me why I did it.
Did what?
Walk by on the other side.
All right, why?
Because I'd have been breaking the holy law if I hadn't. I'm a priest, right? And all my religious books tell me that God says I've got to keep clean. So if I'd touched that bloke and he'd been dead, my God would have been furious with me and I'd have probably got the sack. How about you?
Me?
Yeah, why didn't you give him the kiss of life or something?
Well, same as you, really.
Oh, come on, Blakey, that's pathetic. Use your imagination. You're the local vicar, so why didn't you help the geezer?
Oh, right. Well, I had this round table meeting, see? We're organising a pro-celebrity golf match for Help the Aged, and if I don't get there, a lot of very plucky senior citizens could end up without their special Christmas hamper.
Exactly, so your Levite wasn't such a bad bloke after all, was he?
No, I mean, at least he stopped and had a look. It was better than your bloke.
All right, don't get competitive.
Can I get up now?
No, you haven't been rescued yet. Lie down and keep bleeding.
So we're not villains?
No, we were just doing what we thought was right, like everybody does.
But a certain Samaritan, as he journeyed, came where
That bloke's
he...
really getting on my nerves.
It's all right, we're finished.
Really?
Yeah, you can go home now.
Thanks. Super. Great working with you.
Oh, here he comes. Right, I'll do it.
What, you know this story?
Of course I do. Now, the thing is, the Jews and the Samaritans really hated each other. I mean, the Jews thought the Samaritans were the utter dregs, right? They smashed up each other's temples, they had race riots, there were muggings...
How do you know all this stuff?
Are you saying I'm thick?
No?
Well, all right then. So, the Samaritan went straight over to the bloke on the deck. Did the old St John's ambulance bit, slung him on the back of the donkey, took him to Holiday Inn and paid his bill. Then he toddled off. And the thing is, he was the last sort of bloke you'd expect to do that sort of thing. I mean, if we're told the story nowadays, he'd be someone who people are always slagging off, like a Bangladeshi shopkeeper.
No. A homosexual Bangladeshi shopkeeper.
Who's a part-time traffic warden.
Yeah, a homosexual Bangladeshi shopkeeper who's a part-time traffic warden and plays rave music till 4 o'clock every morning.
You're really prejudiced, aren't you?
Yeah, but I'm working on it.
More! That bloke who played the Levite was a bit good,
Yeah,
wasn't
all
he?
right, we haven't finished yet. The thing is, why did Jesus tell that story in the first place?
Because the kids in the back of his car were getting bored.
Oh, come on.
No, he was being hassled by some religious blokes, right?
That's right, and one of them
It's
said...
all right, I know this.
Do you?
Yeah. One of them said, Jesus, you say we're supposed to love our neighbour as ourselves. So, who is my neighbour?
Right, so who was the bloke's neighbour?
Well, it's obvious, isn't it? Sammy Samaritan.
Yeah, but the thing was, the other blokes, the priest and the Levite, weren't villains, were they? They were just uptight. They were just stuck in their own religion and their own little rules and their own image of themselves. Jesus was saying, if you really want to be a good neighbour, then you've got to forget all that stuff.
Yeah, like, forget about being on your best behaviour and being respectable.
That's right.
And forget about doing things the way you've always done them.
Exactly.
Loosen up.
You got it.
I mean, like I'm making you do in this programme.
Yeah, if you like, yeah.
So, I'd better stay and help out, hadn't I?
That isn't really what I meant.
Well, no, it's all right, no problem. I'm doing you a favour, really. What are mates for? So, from me, Bill Blake, and from him, the straight one, it's goodbye for this week. And next week, we'll be looking at... What?
The parable of the jumped-up flatmate?
There isn't one.
Isn't there?
See you next week.
Goodbye.
I'm getting the hang of this presenting, like, aren't I?